My 25th birthday started like a dream I never dared to imagine. Standing in my grandpa's backyard, he pressed cold metal keys into my palm and nodded toward a midnight blue BMW gleaming under the March sun. "You earned this, Marcus." "You never asked me for anything," he said, his weathered hand squeezing my shoulder. I could barely breathe. This was not just a car. It was proof that someone saw my years of grinding through college, working double shifts, choosing independence over handouts. I never imagined that 3 months later I would be standing in the rain watching a taxi pull away while that same BMW sat in my sister's driveway. Before I tell you how my own mother gave away the most precious gift I had ever received, I want to ask you something. Where are you watching this from? Drop your location in the comments. If this story sounds familiar, if you have ever had something taken from you by family, hit that like button and subscribe, because what my grandpa did next, it changed everything. Let me take you back to where it all started. The backyard was filled with the smell of fresh-baked apple pie and the sound of my aunt's laughter drifting through the open kitchen window. My dad stood by the grill flipping burgers while my mom arranged paper plates on the picnic table. It was a perfect Saturday afternoon, the kind where everything feels right in the world. My sister Lindsay, 19 and full of energy, bounced around, showing everyone pictures on her phone. I thought it was just another family gathering until Grandpa pulled me aside. "Come with me, son," he said quietly, his eyes twinkling with a secret. We walked past the garden, past the old oak tree where I used to climb as a kid, and there it was. The BMW sat in the side driveway, its paint job so perfect it looked like liquid metal poured over steel. Sunlight bounced off the chrome accents. My heart stopped. "Grandpa, is this?" He handed me the keys, his rough carpenter's hands steady and sure. "You worked hard, finished college, got that engineering job at the firm downtown. You never came to me asking for money, never expected anything. This is yours, Marcus." I could not speak. My throat closed up. I threw my arms around him, and for a moment I was 8 years old again, sitting on his lap while he told me stories about building houses with his bare hands. "Thank you," I whispered. "Thank you so much." "You deserve it," he said firmly. "This is not charity. This is recognition." When we walked back, everyone clapped. My dad gave me a proud nod. My mom smiled, though something flickered in her eyes that I could not quite read. Lindsay jumped up and down. "That is so cool, Marcus." "Can I sit in it?" "Sure," I laughed, tossing her the keys for just a moment. That first week with the BMW felt like floating. I drove to work every morning, windows down, radio playing classic rock. My co-workers gathered around in the parking lot, admiring the interior, the smooth leather seats, the dashboard that looked like a spaceship console. "Man, you are living the dream, my friend," Jake said, running his hand along the hood. On Sunday, I picked up Grandpa and took him to dinner at his favorite steakhouse across town. We sat in a corner booth and he ordered the ribeye like always. "Take care of that car," he said, cutting into his steak. "It is not just metal and wheels. It is a symbol of what you have achieved." I nodded, feeling the weight of his words. "I will, Grandpa. I promise." Every weekend I washed the BMW in my apartment complex parking lot, scrubbing every inch until it sparkled. I kept the interior spotless, vacuumed the carpets, wiped down the dash. I did not let anyone borrow it. This was mine. This was sacred. Then 3 weeks after my birthday, my phone rang. "Marcus, honey," my mom's voice came through, sweet and casual. "Lindsay has a job interview across town tomorrow. Her car is in the shop. Can she borrow the BMW just for one day?" I hesitated. My gut told me to say no. But this was family. "Just one day?" I asked. "Just one day. She will be careful." "I promise." I agreed, though unease settled in my stomach like a stone. Lindsay picked up the car that evening, promising she would return it by 6 o'clock the next day. "I will treat it like a baby, I swear," she said, grinning as she adjusted the driver's seat. She brought it back at 7:30. When I walked around to inspect it, my heart sank. A thin scratch ran along the passenger door about 6 inches long, cutting through the clear coat. "Lindsay, what is this?" I pointed at the damage. She leaned over, squinting. "Oh, I did not even notice that. Maybe it was already there." It was not. My voice came out harder than I intended. "Well, I do not know what to tell you." She shrugged, handing me the keys. "Sorry, I guess. I called my mom that night." Mom Lindsay scratched the car. "Oh, Marcus, do not make a big deal out of it. It is just a car. These things happen. Just a car." The words stung. I hung up, staring at the scratch under my apartment's parking lot lights. It was not just about the damage. It was about the dismissiveness, the lack of care for something that mattered so much to me. The next week, Mom called again. Lindsay needs the car for a date on Friday. Mom, no. Last time she scratched it. Marcus, she apologized. You are being selfish. She is your sister. That word, selfish. It hit me like a slap. Was I selfish for wanting to protect the most meaningful gift I had ever received? We raised you to share, Mom continued. Family helps family. I gave in. Again. Friday came and went. Lindsay brought the car back Saturday afternoon, the gas tank nearly empty, a coffee stain on the passenger seat. No apology. No thank you. Just a casual thanks, bro, as she tossed me the keys. This became a pattern. Every week, Mom called with a new reason Lindsay needed the BMW. A friend's birthday party, a shopping trip, a concert. Each time I said no, Mom's voice turned cold. You have changed, Marcus. Success has made you selfish. I started to dread my phone ringing. The BMW, once a symbol of achievement, became a source of anxiety. I saw new scratches. The interior smelled like fast food. Lindsay returned it later and later each time, sometimes not until the next morning. One evening, my mom did not even ask. She called and said, Lindsay needs the car this weekend. Just drop it off at our place. Not a question, a command. I felt something crack inside me. This was not borrowing anymore. This was taking. I drove the BMW to my parents' house that Friday evening, my hands gripping the steering wheel too tight. Lindsay was in the driveway loading a duffel bag into her friend's car. She waved when she saw me. Road trip with the girls, she called out. I will have it back Sunday night. I need it for work, Monday, I said firmly. Yeah, I will be back. She was already distracted, texting someone. Sunday night came. No BMW. I texted Lindsay. Hey, I need the car for work tomorrow. Her reply came an hour later. Sorry, running late. I will bring it Tuesday. My fingers shook as I typed back. I need it tomorrow. I have an important meeting. No response. Monday morning, I stood in my apartment parking lot staring at the empty space where the BMW should have been. I called an Uber, watching the fare climb on my phone screen. $23 just to get to work. I arrived 15 minutes late, rushing into the conference room where my team was already seated. Everything okay, Marcus? My manager asked. Yeah, sorry. Car trouble. The lie tasted bitter. Tuesday came. No car. I called Lindsay. Straight to voicemail. I called my mom. Mom, where is Lindsay? She was supposed to bring my car back yesterday. She is busy, Marcus. Stop being so demanding. It is my car, and she is your sister. Show some compassion. Mom's voice was ice. I hung up, staring at my phone in disbelief. How had this become my fault? Wednesday afternoon, I could not take it anymore. I took another expensive Uber ride to my parents' house. The BMW sat in the driveway, perfect and untouched, mocking me. But the keys were not in it. Lindsay had them. I walked inside. Mom was in the kitchen, chopping vegetables for dinner. Where is Lindsay? I need my keys. She is at class. You can wait. Mom did not even look up from her cutting board. This is ridiculous. It is my car. Grandpa gave it to me. The knife stopped moving. Mom set it down slowly and turned to face me. Do not be dramatic, Marcus. She needs it more than you. You can take the bus. I am not lending her the car anymore, I said, my voice shaking. Her face hardened. That car is too much for you anyway. Lindsay is more responsible. The words hit me like a physical blow. What? I am the one who takes care of it. I am the one who I have decided, Mom interrupted. The BMW stays with Lindsay from now on. You can use your old sedan. I stood there frozen. You cannot do that. Grandpa gave it to me. I am your mother. What is yours is the family's. End of discussion. I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry. Instead, I walked out, got back in my Uber and went home to my old 2008 Honda Civic sitting in my apartment parking lot. The car I thought I had graduated from. The car that smelled like oil and had a crack in the windshield. The next morning, the Honda barely started. The engine coughed and wheezed. But it got me to work. Barely. Weeks crawled by. Every morning I fought with the Honda's ignition. Every evening I drove past my parents' house and saw the BMW in the driveway, sometimes with Lindsay behind the wheel, sometimes just sitting there taunting me. She posted pictures on Instagram. Her in front of the BMW, sunglasses on, caption reading, "My ride," with a blue heart emoji. Friends commented, "Nice car, you are so lucky." She never corrected them. Never mentioned it was a gift to her brother. I was erased. I tried talking to my dad one Sunday when I stopped by to pick up some mail. "Dad, can you talk to Mom? The BMW was Grandpa's gift to me." He sighed, not meeting my eyes. "Your mom thinks it is fair. Lindsay is younger, needs more support. But it was a gift to me from Grandpa. Just let it go, Marcus. Do not cause trouble in the family." I left feeling more alone than ever. No one was on my side, not even my own father. I thought about calling Grandpa 100 times. But what would I say? "Hey, Grandpa, Mom stole your gift and gave it to Lindsay." That would break his heart. It would tear the family apart. Maybe Mom was right. Maybe I should just accept it. Maybe I was selfish. So I stayed silent. I swallowed the pain. I went to work, came home, avoided family dinners. When Mom called, I let it go to voicemail. 2 months passed. The hurt dulled into a constant ache. I tried to forget about the BMW, tried to focus on work, tried to convince myself it did not matter. Then one June morning, the Honda refused to start at all. I called a mechanic. He came, looked under the hood, and shook his head. "Transmission is gone, buddy. It would cost more to fix than the car is worth." I checked my bank account. Between student loans and rent, I could not afford another car, not even a used one. I started taking Ubers and taxis every day, $40, $50 a day. My savings drained like water through a sieve. Every night, lying in bed, I thought about the BMW sitting unused in my sister's garage. The unfairness choked me. Then my phone buzzed. A text from Grandpa. "Family dinner this Saturday at my place. Do not miss it." My stomach dropped. How would I explain showing up in a taxi? How would I tell him I did not have the BMW anymore without revealing the truth? I thought about making an excuse, saying I was sick, but I could not lie to Grandpa.